Hey guys, this is Nico and welcome to this complete Facebook ads and Instagram ads tutorial for beginners. Over the past 8 years, I've built and scaled multi-million-dollar Facebook ads campaigns, and in this video, I'm gonna teach you absolutely everything I know about running successful ads. And in order for me to show what's really possible with Facebook ads, here is a campaign I ran very recently. As you can see on the screen, for every sale we made, it cost us only $3.33. Each of those sales is worth to us $200. And this means that we generated over $135,000 in revenue. I give you this example to show that we spent very little on ads to make a lot more in revenue. By the end of this, you'll know how to confidently run Facebook ads regardless your experience level. This will work best for complete beginners, but even if you're a more advanced advertiser, feel free to watch. Now, let's get started with the very first thing you need to run ads, and I'm gonna take you inside my computer. So, in order for you to run Facebook and Instagram ads, you need a Facebook profile. To register for a Facebook profile, you need to go to facebook.com, you need to click create new account, you need to fill up your information, and you need to click sign up. But it's super important for you to fill in your actual data. So feel free to add your real name, your real email and phone number, because if you want to run ads in the future, Facebook might ask for a verification and they might ask for an ID. I know this will be a problem for a lot of people, but in order for you to be fully compliant with Facebook ads, this is what you need to do. So make sure you sign up for Facebook. The very next thing you need to do would be to create a Facebook business profile. In order for you to create the Facebook business profile, you need to go to business.facebook.com, you need to log in with Facebook, and you need to give your business meta profile a name. And I think here you just need to enter your email. But I already did that, so I won't be able to show you exactly on my end because I have plenty of business profiles, but this is the next step. Now your meta business profile is ready. The very next thing you must do would be to navigate to the old business manager, because after you do the registration, you'll end up on a screen that looks similar to this one. But what I would like to do would be to click on help and go to business manager. And here in this business manager, you're gonna set up your ad campaigns, you're gonna scale your ads. This is where you spend the majority of your time on Facebook. And the very first thing you need to do before setting up any ads would be to go to All Tools, and here you just need to select business settings. Once you select business settings, this is where you can add users, this is where you can add pages to your ad accounts, this is where you link your Instagram and Facebook business page, this is where you create the pixel, and quickly I'm gonna guide you through this process. Now, if you wanna add new people, you do that under users. Under users, you select people and you select invite people. If you want to invite somebody to help you out with Facebook ads, this is where you do it. You simply add their email address, but here is a little disclaimer. You need to add the email address they use to log into Facebook. So you need to do that, and you just need to simply follow the steps on this screen. Click next, and it's pretty simple. This is how you add people. The next thing you could do would be to add partners. Here you can partner up with an agency, or you can add external partners that will be able to manage your Facebook business manager. But here I wanna warn you that it's like very, very important for you to invite only people you trust, because if you invite strangers, they might start spending money on behalf of your ad account, and then it becomes a huge mess to refund those people. So this is how you give access. The very next thing you need to do to run ads would be to add your Facebook business page. Without a Facebook business page, you won't be able to run ads. So you need to go over accounts, select pages, and from the menu here, you need to click add. And here you can add a page that already exists, and you can type the URL of the page or just type the Facebook page. So it's gonna work either way, and you need to click add page. So in order for you to add this page, you need to be a page admin. It won't work without it. If you don't have a page, there are multiple ways you could create a page, but the easiest way would be to go to add and simply create new page, and pretty much follow the process that you see on the screen. And this is how you add your page. So right now, you already added people to your business manager, your Facebook page is linked here and it appears, and the very next thing to do would be to create your ad account. One Meta business manager, you could have multiple business pages linked and multiple ad accounts. So I'm gonna go on ad accounts, and here I've already linked my ad account, but I give you an example of how it works. All you need to do would be to click add. And here, I assume you don't have a Facebook ad account, so you need to click create a new ad account. Here, give your ad account a name. So name this ad account so it's easier for you to navigate. And you just need to select the time zone. I advise you to choose a time zone that is good for you. So if you live in New York, feel free to select New York. If you live in Thailand, feel free to select a time zone that is in Thailand. So whatever works for you best. The next thing would be to select the currency. This is very important because once you set the currency, you cannot change it. So make sure your Facebook ads account currency matches your debit card currency, because you're just gonna pay a lot of conversion fee. So let's say if your bank card is in USD, US dollar, make sure your ad account is in US dollar. So here, once you enter the data, you're gonna click next, and the next screen you're gonna see after you click next would be an information about your debit and credit card, and this is how you pay Facebook. So the debit card or the credit card that you're going to use here, this is the payment method that Facebook ads will charge. So make sure you add the correct method. The next step you need to do would be to link your Instagram account. If you have an Instagram account, it's very similar. Instagram, you need to go to accounts, Instagram accounts, click add, and just connect your Instagram. Pretty self-explanatory. And actually, this is not a mandatory step. You can go without Instagram account. So if you have one, feel free to add it. If you don't, you can just leave it the way it is. The next very important thing you must do would be to link your pixel to your website. And you need to go under data sources and click on datasets. And this is where you create your pixel. I've already created a few pixels, so I'm just gonna guide you through the process, but very similar to the previous steps. You need to click add. You need to give your pixel a name. So usually I'd like to name the pixel to the website I'm linking into. So I'm just gonna type nikovelikov.com and I'm gonna click create, and this is it. My pixel is ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna close this. And here there are some other menus that you could navigate through. The billing and payments, this is pretty important because you're gonna go to billing and payments to download your invoice. And if you wanna change your credit or debit card payment, you're gonna navigate here. Also, the brand safety. In order for you to run ads, you need to verify your domain. So make sure you go under domains and you make sure you verify your domain. So the way you do it, you just click add, create a new domain, add your name as an example. And once you click add, you're gonna see the instructions on the right here. So you need to email those to your developer, or you can set it up yourself. But it's pretty simple. As you can see, I verified two of my main domains, nvmarketing.net and nikovelikov.com. So very, very simple. You can do it yourself. Once you do all that here, pretty much your setup is done. And of course, there is an extra step you could do that will make sure your business profile is even more secure. What I like to do is to go under business info. And here, as you can see, my business is verified. So here you probably need to do the verification on your own. So here you're gonna see a button, verify my business, and Facebook will ask you to provide information where your business is based, about how your business is set up, and that way your Facebook business manager will be more secured. That means Facebook will restrict your ad accounts less often. So after I did that, it was much easier for me to run ads, because after I did it, I didn't have any problems with restricted ad accounts. So make sure you do it. And yeah, in order for you to run Facebook ads, it's, I think, mandatory to have a business. I think you can still run ads through your personal profile, but whenever I tried that, I always got restricted. So if you have this problem of you being restricted and you don't have a business, pretty much that might be the solution for you to start a Meta business profile and verify it. It's very, very important. Okay, so once we are done with the setup, the very next thing we need to do would be to click on the All Tools menu, and from the All Tools menu we need to click Ads Manager. The Ads Manager is where you set up your ads, and this is where you spend the majority of your time running ads. As you can see, this is a somehow complicated dashboard. For some of you it might seem confusing, but once you get the basic idea, it's very simple. So if you hover over the left, you're gonna see that you have account overview, campaigns, ads reporting, audience, billing and payments, ad account settings, and again, you can navigate to all tools. So usually for you to create campaigns, you need to click on this menu, campaigns. If you wanna create audiences, you need to go to audiences, and audiences could be a little bit more advanced, but if you click on audiences, you're gonna end up on a menu where you could create an audience of all the people who visited your Instagram page, or all the people who visited your business or website, and you can run ads to those audiences. This is where you set your audiences, but probably I'm gonna create a more detailed tutorial about custom audiences, because this video will become super long. So just for you to know, this menu, audiences, and again, I'm gonna go back to campaigns, and pretty much this is how the Ads Manager looks like. From this menu where it says NV Marketing and those numbers, if I click the arrow down, I can choose a different ad account. From this drop down menu, I can select the month, the date, so I can navigate and I can compare different dates, and I can see how my ads perform for the time period I want them to see. Again, here I can break down my campaigns based on placement, based on country, based on date. I can break them down by demographics. I can pull different columns. For example, if I'm running video ads, I can choose to break down my campaigns based on video engagement, delivery engagement, and so on. Once you create your ad account, feel free to like play with those, but in order for you to get the idea, you need to be running ads, because if you're not running ads, you'll have some difficulties in understanding what those columns and what those breakdowns actually do. If you want to generate a report, you can do it from this menu and you can click create new report. Pretty self-explanatory, right? The next logical step we need to do would be to create a campaign, but before we create a campaign, we actually need to set our pixel. In order for us to set our pixel, we need to go to Events Manager and we need to select the pixel we created earlier. Let's imagine that this is the pixel I created and you're gonna see a window that looks like this. Right now, we created our pixel within our Meta Business Manager. In order for us to make our pixel communicate with our website, we need to place it on our website. So it's very difficult for me to teach how to link your pixel to your website because I really don't know what website you're using. So I'm going to show you how you can integrate it. The way you do it, you just need to go to Google and you can type integrate the Facebook pixel with your website platform. If you're using ClickFunnels, you can do ClickFunnels. If you're using WordPress, you can use WordPress. If you're using WooCommerce, you can type WooCommerce. So whatever website platform you're using, make sure you integrate the Facebook pixel with it. You can either integrate it yourself or you can email it to your developer. It's pretty simple. And here, as you can see, I have those custom events. And in order for you to create and integrate the custom events, I again suggest you Google how to create Facebook pixel custom events for your platform, because your platform might be different. But basically, it's pretty simple. So as you can see here, I have lead and purchase. Whenever I run ads optimized for sales, I trigger the purchase event, and that way I know that Facebook is counting a sale or a conversion. So usually the purchase event is placed on the thank you page that people visit after they buy the product. And this is how I know people are buying. So it's extremely important to integrate the Facebook pixel, and it's extremely important for you to create those events. So make sure you Google your platform and make sure you follow the steps to integrate it with your website, because for the different websites or landing page builders, it might be very, very different. But it's pretty simple. There are plenty of tutorials on Google, so make sure you follow the tutorial that suits your platform best. Okay, right now our pixel is ready and we're good to create our very first ad. So I'm gonna click on All Tools, I'm gonna click on Ads Manager, and this is where the magic happens. As you can see, I have some campaigns running, so I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna click on the Create button, and from this menu, I have to choose a campaign objective. There are different campaign objectives. I can choose from awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, up promotion, and sales. 80% of the time, I optimize my campaigns for sales because this is my end goal, and I'm gonna click Sales. Here, Auction, I'm gonna leave it the way it is, and I'm gonna click Continue. Here, I have the option to choose a campaign setup. I have the Advantage Plus campaign, or I can do the manual sales campaign. The Advantage Plus shopping campaign is pretty simple. I suggest, if you're completely new, to go with the manual sales campaign. So I'm just gonna select manual sales campaign, and I advise you to go with Advantage Plus if you're already getting some sales. So let's say if you install the pixel and if the pixel is getting triggers and if you're already making sales or generating leads, then feel free to go with the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. But let's say you have 100 plus sales per month, this is when I recommend you go with Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Even then, I think you're gonna get great results with the manual setup. So I'm gonna select the manual setup and I'm gonna click Continue. The very first thing you need to do is give your campaign a name. The way I name my campaigns is I usually give the product name. For example, for this campaign, the product is the Targeting Academy. Here, I usually do the campaign optimization, which is sales, and I might add the month and the year as well. So I'm gonna do January 2024. Here, choose your ad category. I just leave this empty. But if you're running ads for credit, employment, or housing, there is a specific application that I think you need to fill. So in all of my campaigns, I leave this empty. Campaign details, the buying time auction, I leave it like this. The campaign objective, sales, this is how I keep it. Use catalog for this tutorial. I won't be using a catalog. I never used a catalog. A/B testing, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Advantage campaign budget, just for the simplicity of this video, I'm just gonna leave it on. And here, daily budget, I'm gonna set it to, let's say, 50 per day. The bid strategy, this is super important because there are many different strategies with the bid strategy. Usually the two bidding strategy I use the most are the highest volume. Here you're gonna get the most results for your budget, and usually Facebook will spend the whole budget. So here my daily budget is set at $50 per day. If I use highest volume, Facebook will spend all the money I have on ads. Another good thing I do here sometimes would be to use cost per result. And if I select cost per result, I can set how much I am comfortable spending. So I'm getting great results with the cost per result. Make sure you go with this. But if your ad account is brand new, I suggest you start with highest volume, right? So I'm gonna do highest volume and I'm gonna click next. The next thing I have to do would be to give this ad set a name. And I can go with different ad set names. So I'm gonna do this a little bit later, but from the conversion menu, I'm gonna choose that I'm looking for website driving sales and conversions. Here, the performance goal is like maximizing the number of conversions. Here, I need to select the pixel that I already created, and here I need to select the conversion event. In order for you to see those conversion events here, you need to integrate the pixel. If you don't integrate the pixel, this is how you'll be able to see the conversion events, and you won't be able to select them. So here, I'm gonna choose purchase, show more categories. The attribution settings, I leave them 7 days. 1 day view, I'm gonna be charged per impression. So I'm just gonna leave that empty. Dynamic creative, I'm just gonna leave it off. And here you have budget and schedule. You can select a start date for your ads. For example, let's say I'm gonna start this campaign on January 1st, 2024, and I can set the time. Also, I can set the end date. So if you're running a campaign for just the New Year season or the Christmas seasons or Black Friday, this is where you set it up. The next thing we're gonna start our audience controls, location. If I click edit, I can choose the location that I would like to target. I would go for a country. I can do United Kingdom, United States. You can also target like streets. For example, if you want to target Hollywood, or if you want to target some specific neighborhood, I can go for the Hollywood neighborhood. You can target a specific city. For example, I can target Los Angeles. So, and I can select the radius. Yep, so pretty self-explanatory. The next thing here, you can select the minimum age. For some countries, you cannot go below 18. For some countries, you should go from 20 or 21. And here it says that in Indonesia or Thailand, you need to do 20 years old age or 21 years old age. You can exclude custom audiences. For example, you can exclude people who already engage with your Instagram account, who already been to your website. This is a little bit more advanced, but I usually leave this empty. Languages, if I click edit, I usually target people who speak English because I do my personal brand, my online courses, my YouTube channel in English. But if you're in a different country, you can select the language that you would like to use. Here, the next thing is the audience, and Facebook has this new feature called Advantage Plus Audience. But what I would like to do would be to click Switch to Original Audience Options, right? So I'm gonna scroll a little bit down, and as you can see here, I can select any custom audience I earlier created. So in order for you to see the custom audiences, you need to create those custom audiences from the audience menu up here, or you can create your audiences on the go if you click where it says create new and create a custom audience. And here you can create a custom audience based on your website visitors, app activity, catalog, customer list. Yeah, you can import your email list into Facebook, and then you can run ads to your email list. You can create custom audiences based on people who engage with your videos, people who engage with your Instagram account, people who engage with your Facebook page. And here there is a new option. You can create a custom audience based on people who engage with augmented reality, which I never use. So like 80% of my custom audiences are set to website, customer list, Instagram, and Facebook. So this is the ones that I use the most. So here you can create your custom audience and you can add your custom audience here. So if you add a custom audience, only the custom audience will see your ads, right? So I'm just gonna leave this empty. I'm gonna target people who live in Los Angeles, California. I can select the age range of people who will see my ads. So I'm gonna do 18 to, let's say, 60. Genders, let's say I'm gonna target just men. And here I can target based on interests. And I know a lot of people preach about running ads to like purely cold audience, broad targeting, but here sometimes I like to target interest. For example, if I have a fitness business, I'm gonna target people who are interested in fitness and physical fitness activity, and this audience of men who live in Los Angeles, and they're between 1 million to 1,400,000 people that live in LA is pretty good. So this is how I'm going to do it. The languages, here I'm going to select English, and pretty much this is how I would like to target. And here on the right where it says audience definition, you get the estimated audience size, which is kind of accurate but not every time. So this is how I use the basic targeting. In order for me to give you the idea how I use the platform the best way, I don't target cities. I rarely target cities. For example, of course, if you have a local business that operates only in a specific city, this is the way you do it. But usually I like to target the whole country. So if I run an ad, I'll be targeting the United States of America. So this is how I would set up my locations. And usually ages, I would leave the way they are. I rarely change the age. The gender, again, I rarely change it. I just change the interests. And sometimes I would run an ad without an interest, but I'll do it only if the business is getting a lot of conversions. That way the Facebook ads algorithm know who to target, because if I have data, if I have a lot of conversions, Facebook knows who is my client and they show my ads to people who are more likely to buy, of course, if I use the conversion event purchase. So extremely important. Okay, so here the custom audience and the interests are dialed in. There is an option for you to define your audience further, but I rarely do it. But so you know, I can target people who are interested in physical fitness, but they also like to read, let's say, a book of some famous author. Let's try Tony Robbins. Tony Robinson, let's imagine this is Anthony Robbins. So usually this narrows our audience. There is just this option here, so you know it. But what you can do as well, you can exclude people from this audience who are interested in physical fitness. For example, I can target people who are interested in physical fitness, but I can exclude people who are interested in, let's say, McDonald's, right? I don't know, some people might need to be aware of this functionality, but I rarely use it. The next thing that we need to do would be to target placements, and this is where our ads will be shown, right? I'm just gonna select show more options. This is again the Advantage Plus placements. I don't like it. I like to manually choose my placements, so I'm gonna click on edit, and instead of Advantage Plus, I'm gonna choose manual placements. So here, what I would like to do, I would like to turn off apps and sites, and I would like to turn off the search results. And in many of my campaigns, this is how I'm gonna run the ads. And they have this feature to have the Facebook profile feed. Usually you can leave it on because I think it's gonna work. And on the very right, if you hover over the menu, you'll be able to see how the ads look like on different placements. This is the Instagram profile feed, the Facebook Marketplace, the Facebook video feed, and so on. And those are the places where your ads will be shown. And yeah, you have a lot of flexibility here, but this is how I would like to see it. The next menu we need to go over is the ad creation menu. And if I click next, I'm gonna end up here. And this is where we actually create our ad. Here we need to give our ad a name. So make sure you name your ad so it's easier for you to understand. Ad preview, I'm gonna switch it on. And partnership ad, I'm gonna leave it off. Identity, Facebook page, Instagram account. Here you just need to select the Facebook page we created and you already have, because without this you won't be able to run any ads. Again, you need to select your Instagram account, and this is my Instagram account. Ad setup, there are different ways for you to run ads. You can use existing post that has been published on your Facebook page and just import it, but I usually like to create new ad. And this is the way I do it for most of my campaigns. I'm gonna select manually upload. The format, I'm gonna choose single image or video. This is in 98% of my ads, I do it, but you can also go for carousel or collection ad, but they look very different. Multi-advertiser ads, I cannot say if this setting works or it doesn't work. The default is to have it on, so I'm just gonna leave it on. And here is where we create our ad. So the very first thing we need to do would be to choose if we need to create an image ad or a video ad. Usually what I like to do is in different campaigns, I would like to have 2-3 image ads and 2-3 video ads. So in total, I'm gonna run 2 to 5 ads in each campaign. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm gonna select add image. And here, I'm gonna choose an image that I would like to run as an ad. So for example, this is the image I'm gonna select. It's just a simple photo of me. When it comes to cropping the media for different placements, I usually do the original. So here I can just place it so my face appears, but make sure you make it look good for each placement. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just gonna do original because I've noticed that original sometimes tend to work better. The next thing we need to do would be to optimize. So I'm gonna click next, and here, if I do the O optimization, Facebook does a really weird stuff with my ads. So they do like the headline on top, the primary text in a different way. So I don't like the optimization, so I'm gonna turn this off, and I want to make sure that all the optimizations here are off. So I'm gonna do done. This is just the image, but this ad looks like very plain. So Advantage Creative, I'm not sure what is this doing. It says not optimized, so I'm gonna keep on adding. The next thing I need to do, I need to add a primary text so people know what is my ad about, and I'm gonna just type, hi, my name is Nico. Feel free to check out my brand new online course. This is gonna be it. I won't spend a lot of time into explaining how to do the copywriting, and the text appears over here, as you can see. The next thing I need to do would be to select the headline for my ad, and I'm gonna just say the best Facebook ads course on the internet, and my headline will appear here. The next thing I'm gonna do would be to add a description. The description will appear only on desktop, so I'm gonna say join today. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see it, so I just need to switch to a different placement, but I'm pretty sure that this description will appear only on Facebook desktop. You have the option to select the button, right? I can select get offer and it will change. Usually I like to use learn more a lot because this is the default button, and I'm getting very good results with this. And extremely important, here you need to add the destination where your ad will run. So I'm creating an ad for my online course, the Targeting Academy, and I promote my online course that teaches people how to target specific groups and pages on Facebook, and people can buy it for $197 if they join the very first 4 days. So it's a special offer. So I'm gonna click the link to my Targeting Academy and I'm gonna place it here. There are some additional options that I rarely use. Here again, I wanna make sure that I'm tracking with the right Facebook pixel, because without it, I won't be able to track the conversions. And once I'm done, I'm gonna click publish. And this is how I created my very first ad. Let's say it was pretty simple. I know that there are many steps to it, but I urge you to test it because it's pretty self-explanatory. I know it might sound confusing. I know you might be wondering, oh, what should I choose? What targeting or whatever. My advice to you would be just to follow this tutorial to this moment and just do it step by step. And here, once I click publish, my ad is ready. So as you can see, this is the campaign I already created, Targeting Academy Sales January. If I click on the campaign, you're gonna see that it took me to a different place. And on the top, I have campaigns, ad sets, and ads. So the campaigns is where we set the campaign objective. Here we set sales. Here we set the budget. So the budget for this campaign was $50 per day. You can choose between daily and lifetime budget. I usually go for daily budget. If I select the campaign I created, and if I click on it, it takes me to the ad set level. This is where we set targeting. And if I click on edit, I can actually go inside and change the targeting, right? I can change the country, I can change the interests I'm targeting. And if I again click on the ad set level where we set the targeting, it's gonna take me to the ad. And if I click on edit, pretty much it's gonna take me to the ad I've created. So if I wanna change something, this is how I navigate it. I navigate between these 3 tabs. It is really simple. So this is the campaign. Again, I have some menus on the top here, right? I can duplicate a campaign, I can edit the campaign, I can turn off the campaign, I can change a different name, I can set campaign spending limit, and here I can set automated rules. This is where you set automated rules. You can edit the text for each campaign. This is something I rarely use, and so on. And if I go to each different level, the edit button will give me different options. So here, if I set edit for this campaign, I can change the start and end date. I can set minimum, maximum spend limit. I can change the location, date, and so on. And I can do all that from this menu on top. And again, if I go to the ad level and if I click edit, there is different changes I could do. So pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you have any questions, please let me know in the description below. If you want to go deeper into running Facebook ads and just getting amazing results with Facebook ads, I suggest you check the links in the description below, because there you'll find the link to my Targeting Academy, and this is the one and only Facebook ads course you need to take to go from beginner to advanced in 5 modules. In this online course, I'm going to give you very advanced techniques that only top 1% advertisers know. So once the timer expires on this page, the price will go to $297. So if you join right now, right after you watch this video, it's just $197. So yes, this was the video for today. My name is Nico. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want to check out my online course, feel free to do it. If not, go on my YouTube channel and watch all the videos I created before. Don't miss even one video. I'm just kidding. But yeah, thank you for watching. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. Bye now.